Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Sixers control it. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Pick up.
4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 41.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first.
It's like practice.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. No good. Got a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here we go.
Knocked loose. From the outside, no good. Rockets in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It stays with Houston. Oh, blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
From long range, not going down here. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And it's an important one. It makes this a 3-possession game. Sixers have the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Are in the penalty for the 76ers. Number 41 to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line.
Look up. I'm going here. Watch the cutter coming through. Bump.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Philadelphia with the basketball. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
It's time to take advantage of an extra possession.
Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oops, he missed the first one.
One shot.
That one won't go. One more to come.
Come on, man. One shot, baby. You got it.
Boy, bad performance at the line. 0 for 3. Time expires. This game is all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Houston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed them both. Gets it in the left corner. Jumper's good.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Rejected.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Has a look. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And it's rejected.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. It's Rockets' ball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. For three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Driving right to the basket. Doesn't get the bounce.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rockets have the ball. Now we get a stoppage, reach and foul, and they're over the limit. So that means free throws here in the final minute.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First one, count it.
That's what you do, baby. That's what you do.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And he hits.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Lays it up and in.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
This is in for two.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Beyond the arc for three, and he knocks it down. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll need a quick shot, and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game.
Fans, tickets for the next home game are still available at box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trying to cash in. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
The pass set it all up. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win it in overtime. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers
Worked some overtime to get the win.
teams show their heart in the extra minutes, and it was clearly on display in this matchup. What a great game. It was definitely a thriller. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Rockets finished on the losing end of a close score.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive. but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew,